In today's video, we're gonna look at how to tag a table of contents completely from scratch in Adobe Acrobat Pro DC. Welcome to the Accessibility Guide channel. My name is Sean Jordison, and do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Now let's jump right in. I have a document open that does not have any tags available, and that's okay because today we're going to tag this table of contents completely manually. So the first thing I want to do is right-click inside the Accessibility Tags window and select Create Tags Root. And then I'm going to right-click one more time, and we are going to add our document tag. We do have to build somewhat of a structure within here first. Next, I'm going to right-click, create a new tag for Table of Contents, or TOC. And we're going to make sure it's nested inside of our document parent tag as a child tag. So we have document, table of contents. Now this is where things get fun. Table of contents have a unique layout. Essentially, they contain a table of contents item. So I can take all of this contents and we're going to go to the Accessibility Tags button, select Options, and then select Create Tag from Selection. Now that will put all of the text into the location, but I actually need another tag in. So I need a TOCI. This is Table of Contents Item, and that's actually where I want all of that text. And then you want every Table of Contents item inside of your table of contents. Now, what we can do is let's create a few more TOCI tags, and I'm just creating some blank ones here as placeholders, and we need one more. Now, I'm going to select the empty TOCI tag, and I'm going to highlight all of this text, and then go to my tags button and create tag from selection, and we're going to do that again just a couple more times. Now, there is more than one way to do this. This just happens to be the way that I like. And I already messed something up, but let's keep going here and create tag from select. Okay, so that definitely messed up a little bit. That's okay though. Let's get it fixed. Another thing we can do if that particular method doesn't work is to open up the Prepare for Accessibility Fix Reading Order tool, and we're gonna select all of that content and make it a text paragraph. And then let's just do it for the other ones because I don't know why it's giving me trouble. So I'm simply using the Reading Order tool to fix some of the tags in here. All right, so now we've got a little bit of fixing to do. I have a stray element in here. Let's go ahead and change that to an artifact real quick. Okay, now these P tags, I've got them created. They need to be TOCI tags. So I'm gonna select them all, right click, select properties, and then type in TOCI for table of contents item. And now we have this proper nesting of our table of contents. So we've got our basic structure down. We're not fully there yet. The next thing we want to do is, I actually want to artifact this content, these dots. They're really bothering. So I'm going to use my reading order tool, and I'm going to come in here and I'm going to select all of these dots, and we're just going to mark it as a text paragraph, and we're going to do it for all of them. Text paragraph. Goal is to get all the dots text paragraph. Sometimes it can be a little tricky to grab them, but just keep practicing and you'll get better at when to release your mouse. Like right now, trouble grabbing or these dots because I don't want the number. You have to go wide enough. There we go. All right, now I can take a peek inside of my tags panel, and we're just going to expand these P tags, and they should all just be dots. Perfect. And now I can hold my control key, select each one of these container tags, and we're simply going to change tag to artifact and select OK. And then we could delete the blank P tag. Okay, perfect. So that kind of messed us up. Now it separated all of our page numbers out of here. So we got to clean this up a little bit. And this is common when creating tags this way. There are a lot of different ways we can do this, but again, I wanted to show you the completely manual way. All right. We finally got the base structure down. We've got rid of the annoying dots so the screen reader doesn't read it. Now we need to hyperlink. So I'm going to select all of that text. We're going to right click it and we're going to select create link. We want to go to a page view, leave the link type as invisible rectangle, select next. And this is kind of a funky test document. It's simply on page 1 already, and we will select set link. All right, let's take a peek in here now. All right, I don't see the hyperlink in here, but it is active. So let's go ahead and run the accessibility checker. And what are we looking for? There's a lot of errors in here, but what I want to see is a reference tag in here. So I can just add it in. I'm going to right click and select reference. move that inside of my TOCI element. I'm going to take hyperlink accessibility in Word and number 1 and put it in the reference tag. And now what I want to do is use my options button under accessibility tags, select find, and I want to look for unmarked annotations. And we're simply going to search the page, select find, and it found my hyperlink. We are then going to tag it and select OK. And because I've only done that first one, that's why only one of them is showing up. So I now have my link OBJR tag. The next step is we're going to create a link tag to hold this link object reference. So to do that, I'm going to right click, select new tag, type in link, and I'm going to move my object reference inside of the link. And I can also move my page number if I want in there. This is how I personally like to lay out my table of contents items. And now it is a fully accessible WCAG and PDF UA compliant table of contents. Wasn't that so much fun? If there's one thing I love doing in this line of work, it's manually tagging large quantities of documents. And if you want to find out how I can help you get accessible in that way, check out the link in the description of this video. There are some faster methods to tag a table of contents, or if you brought it in from another file type, it would probably save a lot of time. But sometimes I think it's important to just wipe the slate clean and know how to do things completely from scratch. So that's what this video was all about. If you made it all the way to the end with me, please take a moment to hit that like and subscribe buttons, please. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.